to explain, apologize, or earn your right to heal. You were never supposed to carry it all alone. That weight, that silence, that role you stepped into before your body was even fully grown. That wasn't yours to hold forever. But you did because no one else stepped in. Because love felt conditional. Because your nervous system chose survival over truth because it had to. And that's not a failure. That's intelligence. That's loyalty. That's the miracle of a body doing whatever it must to keep breathing. But survival is not the ceiling. You're not meant to live in reaction to pain. You're not meant to stay in cycles you've outgrown just because they're familiar. You're not meant to stay in rooms where your spirit must shrink to keep the peace. And here's the part. No one tells you leaving the old patterns will feel like betrayal at first. You'll feel guilty for choosing rest. You'll feel ashamed for speaking needs. You'll worry that becoming healthy means becoming selfish. It doesn't. It means becoming whole. And wholeness doesn't require you to explain, apologize, or earn your right to heal. Wholeness doesn't mean you never get triggered again. It means you stop abandoning yourself when you do. Wholeness means you stay. You stay when it's uncomfortable. You stay when your thoughts try to spiral. You stay when your past knocks on the door of your present. You stay because now you know the trigger isn't the problem. The story you tell yourself afterward is, and that story is shifting. You're no longer calling yourself weak for needing support. You're no longer romanticizing chaos just to feel something. You're no longer confusing trauma bonds with love. You're learning how to pause before reacting, how to breathe before panicking, how to listen to your body without labeling it dramatic. You're learning that stillness is not abandonment, that God is not punishment, that your emotions are not enemies to be managed, but messengers to be honored. And some days that lesson will land like a revelation. Other days, you'll forget everything and want to run. That's normal. Forgetting is part of remembering. Start again, and again, and again. Not because you failed, but because that's how nervous system healing works. It doesn't ask for perfection. It asks for consistency. You show up tired, you show up numb, you show up resentful, skeptical, guarded, but you still show up. That's the sacredness of this work. It's not like to heal before you feel ready and what to expect as you begin. You won't feel ready. That's not a flaw. That's the sign you're standing at the threshold of something real. No one ever taught us how to prepare for healing. They told us it was brave, beautiful, transformative. But they left out that it's also messy, disorienting, and deeply inconvenient to the version of you that learned how to survive by shrinking. Healing doesn't wait until you feel confident. It meets you exactly where you are scared, tired, guarded, unsure, and whispers. You don't have to be fully read.